Hi again, everybody. I'm back from a great day of shopping. Have a few thoughts for you. First of all of the stores are well staffed, so you never have to wait on anyone to assist you. And there's always that one person that speaks English in the store. So I think I've met every English speaker in every store that I've visited. So that's really been nice. I didn't buy any clothing because Lord knows I don't need another thing to wear. And if I bought something, I'm not sure where I would put it, but I don't know, that may not be enough to deter me. But in the meantime, Brazil has always been known for its leather shoes, so I certainly could not resist that. So in addition to the two pair I bought yesterday, I went to a store called Expand. And I want to invite you also to visit them on Instagram, and I'll share their Instagram page. One nice thing, when you buy shoes, they take them out of the box and they give you a nice little shoe bag. So that really comes in handy when you travel. And who could resist a cute little pair of blue pumps? And I have a few dresses this color, and these will look perfect. They also, since it's Christmas time, gave me a nice little gift. So I really appreciated that. And it is a really cute little piece of candy. And so, of course, I have a sweet tooth, so I will be partaking in that. Once again, I was offered champagne. They have a great bottle of champagne that is made here in Brazil, and I'll share that in some of the photos on the site. Never thought that I could go to the mall to get a buzz on, wouldn't have to go to a bar. So that was really a nice change. Again, with respect to language, no problems communicating. I have not had a chance to learn Portuguese, and for some reason I keep trying to speak Spanish as if I actually speak Spanish, but I do know a few more words in Spanish than I know in Portuguese, but nevertheless, that has not really been that helpful. Another thing, a couple other observations. One is there are universal truths that I'm finding around the world, and there are at least three and soon to be four. One is that traffic is horrendous. I don't care where you are in the world. Even in places like this where they have really good, sophisticated mass transportation systems, there are far too many cars for the number of roads that are available. So it takes way too long to get anywhere, and traffic is crazy, but I'm finding that almost everywhere I travel. The second universal truth, there's always a line in the ladies' room. I don't know what the problem is, and since women do most of the shopping, you would think they would have twice as many women's bathrooms as they have males. But that is not the case. So once again, even here in Sao Paulo, Brazil, you stand in line to get into the ladies' room. The third thing that is slowly becoming a universal truth is that there are dogs everywhere. Now, I am a dog lover, but I don't love them everywhere. Why is it that we have become a world where we cannot leave our homes without taking our dogs on leashes and baby carriages? They are all in the malls, they're on the airplanes and the airports, everywhere. Again, I love dogs. I just don't want them everywhere. They're in restaurants, and I find that here. Probably the only place I don't find dogs like that is in Africa, because they don't do dogs like that. Dogs are not house pets in most of Africa, so they are intended to live outside, so people are not going to be carrying them around with them. So I think gradually that is something I've been finding more and more. Even when we were in Portugal, people had dogs everywhere, and certainly in the U.S., you find them everywhere. So I don't know what the problem is and why we can't leave our homes without our animals, but I'm starting to find that to be a little bit annoying. Although for the most part, they aren't bothering anybody. I have seen a time or two a dog lift their leg in the airport or in the mall. So I don't know how people are addressing those concerns, but for the most part, they've been okay. Another observation, I recall when Wendy and I were here in 1985, there was a clear distinction in terms of employment and jobs based on skin tone. For example, it seemed that most of the white or lighter skinned Brazilians had the good jobs, were working behind the desk and in offices and in management, while most of the black Brazilians or people that look like me were in, labor positions, housekeeping, janitorial jobs. I have not found that to be the case here. I haven't felt anything related to race here. And people have, again, been warm and friendly. They come up to me. And so that's been great. And another nice thing is people still love America. And I wasn't sure that I was going to find that. So everybody wants to share a story of when they traveled to New York or Miami or LA or elsewhere, or their aspiration to visit the United States one day. So that's really been nice. Give them time, though. We'll see if I feel the same way after the next 4 years. But one of the differences in Brazil may be that they had their own version of Trump. So I think they've been a little forgiving of us in that regard. So that's been interesting. And then the last thing I'll share with you today, and I hope you're taking advantage of popping over and clicking the tab that has the videos and the posts, because there you will find an amazing, amazing concert that I stumbled upon in one of the malls. First of all, this was a very upscale mall with all of the Louis Vuitton, Chanel, all those kinds of stores. I don't shop there at home, so I certainly didn't come to Brazil to buy designer things, and I think most of it is overpriced anyway. But and I felt like I was a little bit underdressed. I have my tourist uniform, yoga pants, a top, and sneakers with my crossbody bag. And other people seem to be a bit more well-dressed, so that was an interesting observation. But beyond that, they had an amazing choir called the Moment Chorale. And they are also on Instagram, and I'll share their Instagram page on the video. I was able to capture a few of the songs when I first, and I was feeling some kind of way in the mall. I didn't want to buy anything in any of these designer stores, and I was just about to leave when I heard music. And the song I heard actually was Michael Jackson. So I rushed downstairs to see what all the fuss was about and stumbled upon this amazing choir. And there are a number of songs that I posted for you. But one of the things that really touched my heart was the choir conductor was black, like me. And in the crowd, he saw me and we made eye contact. And he smiled. And then after the performance, I went up to speak with him. And he didn't speak any Portuguese, but he greeted me with a hello, my sister. And I can't tell you how good that made me feel. There is something about being black in the world and having other black people recognize and acknowledge our shared humanity, our shared experience. And that was so touching for me. And so I took pictures with the chorale. Of course, again, there was one person that spoke English. He was so excited to find that I was there from the United States. And I couldn't be more excited to have an opportunity to hear a wonderful concert. Funniest thing to me, they sang Riri, they sang, as I said, Michael Jackson, they did Stand By Me, all the songs that we're familiar with and we could sing along, but they were mostly all American songs. They didn't sing anything in Portuguese, but they were an amazing choir. So I really hope that you will take a chance and listen to some of their music. I'm gonna upload a few of their songs, so I hope you will really enjoy. So I think that's all from me for tonight. So stay tuned for day 3. I'm going to be venturing out to another location. You'll find out where tomorrow. Thanks a lot, everybody, and bye-bye.